All right, guys, how you doing? Happy Sunday. It's Steve here with the SCPA weather forecast. Let's just go over some things quick. We're going to look at the latest radar. This is off the AccuWeather site. This is for tonight's threat, quote unquote. I've had the map out on this since yesterday. Overall, if you're in, I'm just going to draw a line here. If you're within 30 miles either side of that line, you're going to have a general coating to 3 inches. Your best chance of getting over 2 inches is going to be, there's my line. Best chance of getting over 2 inches is right within the line. So we'll cover that. That's already covered. We're just going to go over some mesoscale modeling quick to show you what's going on here. The modeling representation has a pretty good handle as far as this is the HRR model, short range mesoscale modeling, updates every single hour. You'll notice that by, first and foremost, if you don't know where we're at here, here's York, Lancaster, Northeastern PA. So here's Eastern PA. So by tonight, it's saying, let's see, we got a pretty decent thump of snow coming in. That would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m. Now, what you're noticing is that this initial band right here, basically what the modeling is saying is that this comes in and falls apart. I don't know if that's going to play out exactly like that. If it does, well, then there's going to be less snow tonight. If it doesn't, well, then there's going to be more, and I'll show you in a second. So let's just go back here to the weather page. So it's basically saying that by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, there's literally nothing going on really. It's moved off, and then we only have had or seen basically coatings to no more than an inch. See this out here? The 1, 2, 3, 4s. I have a sneaky feeling that this, I'm not going to go with the 4, but I have a sneaky feeling that the 1 to 2s, 3s may just continue right through. If that's the case, it will be worse when you wake up tomorrow morning. If not, well then, hey, it's just the appetizer of what's to come. Main part of the storm, this is a 2-part storm, comes tomorrow afternoon, evening into Tuesday. It is going to be a mess. It's going to be snow and several inches, followed by sleet, freezing rain, then going over to all rain. It's just going to be a slop fest. So let's just go over some data here quick. We're going to go to the Tropical Tidbits site, and I'm showing you, this is the NAM 3K, another short-range modeling that I like to use within 24 hours. Down here, we're showing York 4 to 6, 7, 8 inches. Don't believe it because that includes sleet. So we have to take sleet away. If we go to the global models, let's go to the GFS model, which just came out. It's Global Forecasting Systems. It's the American model. This is for tomorrow night into Tuesday. So this is not for tonight, but this is a cumulative is what it's saying of the entire storm. But we're saying so 4 to 7 inches down here. Once again, includes sleet. You got to take that out. If you go to the Canadian model, which just came out, I didn't really look at it yet. This has a pretty good representation, 3 to 4 inches. I think that's pretty good. This is saying that it's really not doing including too much sleet, so that's why the totals are down a little bit. If you go to the Icon model, which is a German model, this is saying pretty much another 3 to 4 inches of snow. Now, the European model, which is the best model in weather forecasting, it's been pretty consistent. When I say about consistent, let's just go here to Pennsylvania. Now, it does include some sleet, but it's been, this is last night's model run. It hasn't come out yet. It will be out at like 1 o'clock. But it's been pretty consistent with basically a 5 to 8 inch snowstorm in south central Pennsylvania. It's hard not to buy this, but if you take this is a Kuchera method. This is used When ratios are supposed to be high, we use it. And also when there's sleet and snow involved, we use it. Much more realistic, 5 inches. So tomorrow night, just put it this way, Tuesday's going to be a mess. You're likely not going to have school. Well, let's just say kids aren't going to have school. Teachers probably won't have school. If you have work, you're going to still have to go to work, but it's going to be tricky getting there. So I want to go over something quick. My first call map for the overall theme of things here. First and foremost, tonight's event. I'm just going to do this quick. Tonight's event, if you're within 20 miles of that line, a general coating to 3 inches, the best chance of getting the 1 to 2 plus would be within, say, 10 miles of either side of this line right here. Okay, so my map for the second part of the storm, in this blue area here, you have 4 to 8 inches, followed by sleet, prolonged period of sleet, followed by freezing rain, maybe never getting too much rain. This area right here, 3 to 7, same thing, sleet, freezing rain, going over to plain rain as I see it now, 2 to 4, and just north of the suburbs of Baltimore, Frederick area, and 1 to 3 Baltimore proper. This area and south of 95, there will be no snow on the ground when this event is over, because whatever does fall and stick will be washed away by the rain. There will be limited snow on the ground here as well, whatever does fall. If you get the 4, you might have some on the ground still. But up here, and up here is where the snow, even with all the rain, I still expect it to be around. If I had to make one change, what I can see possibly doing is this stent extending all the way down like this, and then basically just the blue becomes here. So the 4 to 8 then comes down to here. I really don't think once you get south of the red line, there's going to be much changes, just simply because of the location. You have a bay influence. You have warm air racing north. One thing I want to talk about is that these numbers that you see, say you get 8 inches of snow, say you're in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, you get 8 inches of snow. When you wake up on Tuesday morning, it will not look like there is 8 inches of snow on the ground. Sleet and freezing rain is going to basically pack it down. So if you want to see, if you get 8 inches and you want to see it, you better be able to wake up before it starts changing over. Here's what can go wrong. The changeover could occur sooner, which that means that I think that you would, safe to say that you'll probably get at least these bottom numbers right here. If the changeover does not occur as soon, then the higher numbers are more likely. My forecasting is based upon a moderate changeover, so saying sometime probably between the hours of 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. on Tuesday, maybe we'll just say 1 to 7 a.m. So somewhere in between there, from south to north, changing over for sleet and freezing rain. If that does not take place, then these numbers are going to be up here. If it does take place like that, well, then they're probably going to be in the middle range of this. If for some reason the warm air comes in and pushes and pushes and pushes, which unfortunately it's been the trend all the season, these low numbers may even have to get trimmed back. It's a very complex storm. This afternoon, if you're north of this line, this is the State College area for the National Weather Service, like that. And then, of course, it goes back like here, and then there's one up here for Binghamton, and then over here, Mount Holly. But what I'm trying to say is that winter storm watches should start going up once all the data comes out for the 12Z suites. And when that will be after 1 o'clock. So you're probably going to be getting pings, notifications, ring on your phone about a winter storm watches. They're probably going to say the same thing that I'm saying, 3 to 6 inches of snow followed by sleet and freezing rain. So we'll see where we go with this. Either way, this is not the last storm of the bunch. I'm really going to be surprised, and I'm telling you this, if we do not get out of this pattern with a major storm, with an S, storms. I'm going to use that word plural, not singular. I feel it's right, but a lot of what's going to take place might be this stuff where you're having these changeover events, snow on the front end coming over to snow or rain, and then going back to snow possibly. But I think that we're not going to escape. So enjoy. I'll be back once I have more data. Thanks for viewing, and take care.